Blinky. Look, hey folks, check it out. It's blinking lights. Blinking lights everywhere. Looks like a phone system. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I think that's just the phone system here.
Yeah, Comcast Business Class, it probably is. Anyhow, the blinky lights. This, without a doubt, is the heaviest computer I have ever lifted. We used a dolly to get it up the stairs out of the basement of a school. That is Grateful42 and I. This is a Dell Poweredge 2800 with dual Xeons. Alright folks, Grateful42 is down in the workshop as we take a look at this Poweredge that we got off of a school.
I'm so silly. Infinite cereal.
This is how you never run out of cereal in the morning. So what we've done is hooked up my trusty gateway monitor. What we have here is a Dell Poweredge 2800. And what does it have in it? 2 dual-core Xeons. Aw, yeah, this is some real server hardware to play with. And on top, it has a Server 2003 small business server COA on it. So I'd assume this was used for some menial but hardware-intensive task back in the day. Well, back in the day, that's not that long ago.
This is big enough to be a jump rope. Why do you need a serial cable this long?
I don't know.
Jesus.
But look at this. That's a keyboard. That's the server.
Yeah.
It's huge. Gigantic. So let's take a tour of it, shall we? We have 2 power supplies here. It's got serial, VGA, PS2 keyboard and mouse. Some stuff down there that I can't see very well. Maybe you'll be able to see it there. Looks like that's for diagnostics or something like that. 2 onboard gigabit LAN. Some USB. And it looks like a card of some sort. I'm not sure what that does. We'll have to take a look at that when we look. It looks like SCSI to me, actually. Looks like Ultra 160. So maybe that's SCSI Ultra 160. I don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. We'll just take the card out and look at it. But so far, this machine looks pretty beastly. It's certainly more pro than anything I've ever seen before. So we're going to film turning it on and prepared to be in shock and awe. So let's pull off the front and I'll show you what's in here. A floppy is in the floppy drive, which this thing is unusual. It uses a slimline floppy and a laptop DVD drive, which you can pull out as a module, all like that.
Oh, that's weird.
And it uses both connectors on one, so very modularized. It's a TAC drive, too.
That's really cool. And then it's got tapes.
And we have a tape drive up here. I'm not sure what kind of tape it is, but you can take a look at the model number. We'll pull out the tape later and look at it. It's a DLT VS160, which makes me think they're 160 gig tapes that are in there. I might be stupid on that assumption. I don't know yet. And the 3 drives in this computer are all Seagate Cheetah drives. The rest of these are blanking plates. We'll open this one up to show you. There you go. It's a Seagate Cheetah 15K.4. Now these are fast SCSI drives. They spin at 15K RPM and are 73 gigs each. And they're SCSI U320 drives. Made in Singapore. This is when Seagate didn't make stuff in China. So these might actually be great.
Me gusta.
You gusta?
Me gusta. No Pablo Español.
So these are the indicators that are on them, which looks to be power and hard drive activity. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this beast up, and you'll be able to hear how loud this thing is when it starts up. It is amazingly loud.
Server, prep for takeoff.
We are entering the runway. Now we take a look at the screen. We'll go into the BIOS and take a look. And then you can hear the tape drive making noise.
Brr.
Hit. So you can see it as a typical Dell opening BIOS there.
That's a nice logo. I like that logo.
I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
You're not supposed to say it. Oh, God.
Spending all its time reading the tape drive instead of going into the BIOS. So
It must know what is on the tape.
yeah, listen to that. It's like freaking out.
It's probably just track seeking for some unknown reason.
Probably performing a diagnostic test.
Is this tape a tape? Yes. Tape checker.
The clean light's on, so we know it needs to be cleaned.
Oh boy. Well, we did just like blow dust everywhere.
Yeah, there was a lot of dust on this computer. It was really gross.
I don't even know.
This drive is...
Oh, it's doing something on the screen now. There we go.
Alright.
Ooh.
Two 3.2 gigahertz, 800 megahertz front-side bus Xeon processors.
I'm okay with that.
Adaptec SCSI adapter. That's very nice. Adaptec SCSI is king. Alright. Quantum. What the hell? Oh, Quantum makes the tape drive. That's interesting. So that's what happened to them when they stopped making hard drives.
They went back to tapes.
Yeah, when Seagate, when Maxtor bought out Quantum, I guess this is where they focused their efforts. It's got a RAID controller, which is nice.
Spinning up the drives. There's nothing. Oop, reading configuration.
Battery module is present on adapter. Okay, so that's the drive with the 256 megs of RAM on it, or the daughter card with that on there.
Yeah. It just spat tape out at us. I don't know why.
This is the type of tape it takes. This is a Dell DL tape VS1.
Why did it spit the tape out?
I don't know.
It was done with it. It's like, all done. All done tape. Oop. There's your BIOS.
Alright, here we have the BIOS. So, here's what we have. We have Intel Xeon processors, it's 3.2 gigahertz. 4 gigs of DDR2 ECC memory. 16 megs of video memory.
Oh boy!
Because it's a server. Redundant memory. I don't know what that is. OS install mode, so you can use that. CPU information. Okay, here we go. 800 megahertz front side bus. 2 CPUs. Both 3.2 gigahertz with 2 megs of level 2 cache. So that's pretty cool. Demand-based power management. I wonder if you can turn that on. I guess not. Wait, hold on.
It might just be the other arrow key. Try it. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Eh, whatever.
Either way. Embedded server management. Ooh. Aw. As an asset tag and everything, this is genuinely awesome stuff. And it remembered the date.
Oh.
The battery's good.
Well, ain't that just a ray of sunshine?
Yeah. Windows Server 2003.
2013, my butt.
2013, that'd be nice.
That'd be silly.
2003. Old hardware. Or old keyboard and mouse.
So I was kind of right about the time frame. I thought it was about 2005.
Yeah, it looks to be about when this is from. Right before the Windows Server 2008 came out.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear that drive. Listen to those drives. Those cheetahs are loud. And the tape drive is still complaining about it being dirty.
Yeah.
So, those heads probably need to be cleaned. Hey, you can see me in the monitor there. Oh god, flicker. So, what was this server doing in a previous life? Small business server. It's trying.
It's thinking very long and hard about what to put on the screen pixels.
The screen pixels. I'm going to pause here and come back when it's done thinking. So, this is where we finally reached. Press Control, Delete to log in. Let's see.
Yep.
Malvern School. There you go. That's where it came from. Now, this is as far as we're probably going to get.
Try password.
Yeah, let's try dumb passwords and see if it works. No.
Oh.
This is as far as we're going to get with what's on there, but who knows what this did. It was probably an authentication server or something like that for a school.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what it was? It could have been a web server, for all we know. But it ran Server 2003, and it did things for a school. So what are we going to do? We're going to try to put Linux on here and see how it runs.
Linux. Yes. I am a tape. Hear me tape.
I'm a tape. Hear me tape.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it just taped.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, Tapey. How are you? Yeah, it's like... bleh.
Don't put it back in there. It'll
No.
take forever to get out again.
This tape drive is... Let me turn the light on. This tape drive is a little grungy in there. Look at that. This is what's inside a tape drive, everybody.
Gears and sprockets.
And a tape head somewhere, but it's pretty gross in here. Gross enough to where it says clean.
I want to give me some.
So... what we're going to do is we're going to put a Linux disk in here and really see what's in this machine. And then after that, we'll open the machine up and physically show you what's in this machine.
It's sexy. I already still on it.
Mm-hmm. Ew, it's dirty in there. And we're going to conventionally shut down a server by holding the power button.
You could just shut down from the login screen.
But this install is going to go away anyway, so who
I
cares? Wait, it's so strong it moves that. That's great.
Huey, ready for takeoff, sir? God, this server.
It's so loud. How do I get to the menu?
PXE boot utility mode? I don't even know.
Entering utility mode. I don't know how
What
to...
is that? It's trying to read the tape without a tape in there now.
Yeah, it's just being dumb.
Is there a tape here? No.
No.
All set.
So we're going to figure out how to boot this up from the CD and do stuff. Yeah.
We should try to...
Okay, we figured out that this Dell drive absolutely hates burnt CDs, so I found an old version of Kubuntu, or Kubuntu, however you want to pronounce it. Booted up Bentest 86 to see what this thing was all about. Here we have our cache latencies are 33311. It's running in dual channel and 28 bits.
Which is interesting.
And the memory has not very fast bandwidth, but that's okay. The chipset is an Intel E7520. Has ECC and everything. And the RAM, we looked up the RAM on eBay, it's $15 for a 4 gig kit of this stuff. So he will be able to upgrade this thing extremely easily and extremely cheaply.
It will be populated.
Yes.
With all the DIMMs.
All the DIMMs. So let's reboot, since we figured out how to make it boot up properly. And we will take a look at Linux on here. Alright, we're booting from the Kubuntu 10.04 disk.
Imagine life with 3 fingers. It's like...
You're just a claw.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. You have webbed hands, what do?
I am a frog. Why did I start messing with wire? This is gonna, like, make my ADD go off so fast.
Oh god.
There we go.
What's all this?
Well, remember, it only had 16 megs of video memory.
That's true, and we're gonna run KDE on it, and that's
this is gonna be so bad.
Yeah, it is, but maybe it'll tell us what we need anyway. Look at that, it's like curved. That's
It's
funny.
trying.
Let's let it boot. So, Kubuntu was a failure. We got a bunch of splotchy colors on the screen.
It was like, do you want colors? I'll give you all the colors. And then there were colors. All of them. All the colors.
Too many colors.
Too many colors.
Way too many colors. Way too many. Mmm.
Don't spackle me, bro. don't do it, bro. No, oh, God damn it.
So we're trying to get this to boot from USB and screwing around at the same time.
It's working phenomenally.
Yeah, look at that wire. It's been working great.
I found wire.
So, booting up a desktop didn't work, so we're going to try installing Debian on this particular server just to see what it can do.
Yay.
This is the type of gigabit controller it has. Intel Ethernet, which is good stuff. That's a wire, a spinny wire.
Don't mind me.
So we're using the net install disk of Debian 7 AMD 64-bit.
Ooh, IPv6.
Don't want to do that. We want to configure that manually, so anyway, we'll just get to doing this. This is the inside of the beast. Look at this, modularized fans. All the whole 9 yards. There's the power supplies there. Some more output fans there. Outtake fans, rather. There's a RAM module for the RAID configuration. There's the memory right there. It has 4 gigs of DDR2 3600.
Which is cheap in the dirt right now, apparently.
Yeah, it's $15. Sticks it out on eBay. Sorry, PC 3200R is what that is. And you can see the CPUs back there. Check that out. Those 2 heat sinks back there, those are the Xeons. And I'm not going to dismantle this entirely because it would be stupid to do that because it works. This is the backplane for all the SCSI 320 drives. And there you have it. We got Debian installed in here and working. So this server is definitely usable. And we named it Zebra Butt. So,
my proudest achievement.
Naming
a server Zebra Butt.
So this is this is what's on the side panel. The side panel is huge and heavy. But here's what you have for the board. Fans, RAC connector, para connector, the password jumper, NVRAM clear jumper, RAID key, all these RAM slots. So you can, I'm not sure how high of memory this takes, but probably a pretty good amount. Then you get 2 processor sockets. I'm not sure what socket these Xeons are. We'll have to figure that out eventually. But
It'll probably tell us on some PDF we can download.
oh yeah, I'll just look it up online and I'll tell you guys, basically. So that's the main motherboard. Here's the daughter card. You get SCSI channel A and B. You get the RAID memory module, which is what that is right there.
Yeah.
That's 256 megs of RAM down there. You get PCI. So you get a bunch of PCI slots. You get 64-bit PCI slots, which is really nice. A lot of these are PCI X though, which is unusual. It's what you see in a lot of the Apple Power Mac G5s of the same period. So I guess that was what was used then? I don't know, for workstation and server class motherboards.
Sexy.
So, oh, there we go. June of 2004. At least that's when this was printed. I don't know if that correlates to the server's date, but there you have it. This is one sexy, gigantic beast.
And it's my sexy, gigantic beast.
Yes, he got this for $300. But either way, I think that's a pretty good price for a server like this. The only thing I worry about is the SCSI 320 drives and how easy and cheap those are to get.
Well, we know the RAM's cheap, so...
The RAM is cheap, but who knows about the drives? We'll have to find that out. They might be pretty easy to get. We'll have to figure that out. But for now, it's just
I can find out.
It's just a cool, gigantic piece of equipment. So now that we've buttoned that back up, I have to say, this is one hell of a score for Grateful42. This is an amazing, amazing, gigantic server. UXW Bill might like to know, it came with the keys, just like a lot of your PS2s did. So now, who else wants a pair of Dell keys? You know you want a pair of Dell keys. You know you do. You know you do. Anyway, this has been a look at the Dell Precision. Wow, that's a laptop. The Dell Poweredge 2800. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and there might be more on this to come in the future. Who knows? We'll have to figure this whole thing out. So, there you have it. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.